Hello everyone, welcome back to another Smart Money Sundays. Now today is Sunday the 8th of October and I'm going to get started on DXY as we always do. Now if you recall from last week's Smart Money Sunday, I was anticipating a sort of retracement to come on the DXY. So what ended up happening is we ended up, if I just put this here, we ended up seeing a new high being created, and now we're seeing a push to the downside. Okay, so we're seeing the same sort of situation occur, right? Just a liquidation of the previous high, and now I'm anticipating price to come down and hunt this low. So I'm still looking for further retracement on the DXY. So this week we didn't really see as big much movement on the dollar. But basically what I want to see coming into this new week, as we've taken out this previous demand. Now I was anticipating a bullish reaction from this level. We did get one, but however during NFP we completely reversed, which shows that there's much more bearish intent coming on the DXY next. So from this level is where I'll be looking for potential dollar shorts coming into the new week. So I will be looking for retracements back into 106 level, and then from here I'll be looking for confirmations to short this, to first target take out this low, and then potentially come back down lower to come down to these lower levels. Okay, mainly because we've had an impulsive push up. Now we need to see a pullback before we see a continuation higher. So I am bearish on the dollar coming into this new week. Okay, so let's move over to EU. Now, EU, we took two positions this week, again, all shared with members and pro trader students. So basically, the first was this long here. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen we took longs from 104.56 level, right? Rolled price up, but this was about 100 pip move, nice 1 to 5, 1 to 6R. Then during NFP, got into these shorts, which rolled price down, which was only a 2R move, took partials out at this level, and then price just ended up reversing. Okay, so just ended up playing both sides of the market. Now because of we saw that shift right at the end of NFP, price came up and supply failed. Now what I'm anticipating is price to basically come back into one of these two levels, right? I'm gonna leave this as demand. Move this to the left. So I want to see price basically come back into one of these two levels. Okay, I want to see something like this occur coming into the new week. So basically where these two zones is where I'll be looking for longs to come into the dollar, so into EU. So basically the same sort of scenario on the dollar. It's just flipped the opposite way, mainly because the dollar and EU are negatively correlated. So I hope that makes sense. But basically that is what I'm going to be looking at. My first target for those longs will be 10635, and if we push higher, my second target will be 107 level, which is up here. Okay, we do have intent for price to push up higher. So this is just in line with the further DXY retracement. So I'm expecting a bullish EU coming to the first half of the new week. Okay, so these are the two zones I'll be looking to long from. First is 1.054, second is 1.0512 region. Okay, so that's basically the sort of scenario I'm going to be playing when it comes to EU. Similar sort of scenario on GBP USD. Okay, price failed to hold the supply level. Now I'll be looking for potential longs from 1.21 level. Okay, I just want to see price come back into this level after a sufficient pullback, and then that's where I'll be looking to long price, okay, to come out and take out this high to the left here, okay, just to target liquidity on the left. So that's sort of the scenario I'm coming to see to play into the new week. So if I was you, I'd definitely keep my alerts open at around this level, and then also this level, because this is the main target you want to be looking for. If price comes up to this level, takes out this level first, then I'd be a bit more cautious, because after external push or liquidity is taken, we may see a reversal after. So as long as we see this move first before taking out this high, it increases the probability of this move to occur, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's move over to the next pair, which is BTC. So BTC, now if I go on the high time frames, BTC has basically just been consolidating, right? If you recall from last Smart Money Sundays, wasn't anticipating price to come into this extreme level. Now I do want to see price trade a little higher into this level of 29k before we see any further bearish reaction, as I am still bearish on BTC, but currently price is just basically pulling back. It's in more of a pullback region, so I'm anticipating 27 K to get tapped before we see any further bullishness into 29k and further into 29k, and that is where I would like to see some bearish reaction to potentially short this fucker down. Okay, again, I'll be looking for distributive price action. Okay, if we come into this level, I'd want to see a liquidation of late bulls. So I'd want to see, you know, price start shifting in structure. If I just show you something like this, okay, I want to see something like that occur, and this is where I'd be looking for longs if we see something like this occur. Okay, so I'm still bearish on BTC, but I'd only look to short from 29k. Okay, because that, I think price is very likely to come into the 29k region before we see any serious or further bearishness in price. If I go on the lower time frame, I think coming into the new week, we're gonna likely see maybe a potential push down, okay, before we see any further push up. So I'll be looking for shorts into 27k basically. That's why I'll be looking to take some profits for an intraday push down to then look to ride prices back up. Okay, because I'm basically looking to swing this, but there's intraday plays within the swing play, if that makes sense. So that's sort of my outline for BTC. Now if I move over to Solana, now again, if you recall from last week's video, right, I was anticipating, after we had this impulsive push up, I was anticipating some range occur here, okay, where I was looking to short price. Okay, I think we're going to see continued range bound activities. I was able to catch a short this week, took some partials on it, but ended up just going to stop out at break even, because mainly price is just ranging at these levels. Okay, it's just we're seeing more range bound activity, so I'd like to see price come revisit the highs of this range again, okay, for me to be interested in shorts again. So I'd like to see price come back into the $25 region, right, and then look for rejection from the highs again, something like this, structure breaks and continuous flows, pushes of down. That's where I'd be looking to short price, right, after confirmation of the previous high swept and then rejection, to then short price down, coming back to target the $21 region, if that makes sense, because currently price is just ranging, and it's going to continue ranging until we get a complete directional bias on the dollar and on BTC. So as I'm anticipating the dollar to push back this week, we're likely going to see a purge of the range highs before we see any push down. So my sort of game plan is to wait until this high is purged and then look for potential shorts, right? Because it's the most optimal level to look for shorts from, because previous sellers will all get taken out, and then price is likely to start distributing orders to the downside. Okay, so yeah, that is Solana out the way. Now let's move over to gold. Now again, if you recall from last week's video, this was my main level, this level where I said I would be looking too long from. Now price the whole week did not give any bullish scenarios. It just pushed down lower and lower until we saw that NFP reversal. So coming into this new week, okay, I will be looking for potential longs on gold. Okay, we've seen these lows getting swiped, okay, and we've seen this high get taken. So what I want to see similar with the dollar, is I want to see gold push up a little higher, come into the start of the week, maybe Monday, and then Tuesday I'd like to see a retracement. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's where I'll be looking to actually starting to long gold from this level, from 1824 to 22, to potentially ride price up. So that would sort of be the scenario I'm looking at for gold longs. Again, where would I target? My first target would be into this level, 1867, which is a nice 1 to 3R. But that sort of is the scenario that I'm looking at for gold. Okay, if that makes sense, right? Yeah, I want to see something like this, at least until price comes and gives us some sort of reaction from this high, which it very likely will. So I want to see something like this occur from this level. So again, Monday I want to see further push up, a false push up on Monday as we usually see, and then a retracement coming into Tuesday. Potentially Wednesday we look for longs into 1867 or 1868 region. Okay, now that is Smart Money Sundays episode done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like and subscribe. If you are interested in any of our services, links will be in the description down below. Also, for all the people who want to see our results from the premium analysis service, results will be live in the Telegram today, so you can feel free to check that out for yourself. But with all that said and done, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.